Okay, please give me a second so I can use the right microphone. Give me a few seconds so I can bring it over. So let's change the audio. It doesn't work. Hold on a second. I think I figured out the problem. There we go. Okay, give me a second so I can bring everything correct.
Oh, there we go. Awesome. All right then. Yeah. Hi everybody who is just watching right now. This is rather a spontaneous stream, if you would like to call it a stream. It is rather like me doing a little bit of a testing on a few composing materials. Actually, I'm working a little bit now on a new program, LMMS, which is I'm just using because I was thinking about making a little bit more music, also compose my own arrangements for my audiobook project and so on. And this is just one of these things that I started to do. Here is a little example of it, how it sounds now. And you've got to be reminded, first of all, I'm completely a newcomer. I just got this program a few hours ago, and I never touched before any kind of a composing program or arrangement system. So this is completely noob or greenhorn attack on it, and there is still a lot to do. For example, there is still a little bit overtune on one of the songs, but you will hear it now. Here is a little bit of a sample, or how far I got so far. Yeah, this is as far as I got right now. I certainly don't know if I'm on the right way, because what I was planning on first was a little bit of a medley based around the whole Hakurei topic. So you heard the Maiden, and then later on I will add in a few other songs like the Kids Festival and also Broken Moon. Just a little bit to have this kind of a spiritual feeling, everything around Reimu. So maybe also a little bit adding in of Yukari, Necrophantasia, and so on. This is mainly the idea what I'm looking for right now. It's just like, how should I say, a pilot project to see how this whole stuff is working out, and then later on we have to I want to check out if I can do other things, especially for the opening and so on for my sound project for with my book and so on. Yeah, actually, I'm not really cutting off because the thing is that I don't know how to continue from here on. The thing is now I've got three basic lines. The one is the beat and bass line. Then I've got the piano line and I just added also the bass lap. So what I will do next is extend the piano and the bass first, but I think from here on I've got to think about something to differ a little bit. So I will, I guess, use a little bit other sound parts of it, but actually that reminds me that I've got to bring my keyboard over here because it's easier to play this melody first before getting into it. I'm actually not that good as like Travis, who can compose this whole shitty thing in his head and knows which chord actually to play. I'm not that good with sounds and acoustic, even though that I did my final exams in music, but that's already about 2 years ago. Well, give me a few seconds so I can just bring over my keyboard, okay? Yeah, in the meantime, yeah, why don't I play a few songs in the meantime? For example, what I'm actually looking for, how this whole thing should sound like maybe later on is... Actually, there is no song that can compare it. You know, the thing is that the idea was the starting to sound a little bit like the opening of Bad Apples, so get everybody on the wrong foot and then change this whole stuff up. But I'm not sure if I really succeeded with this idea. You can tell me about that one. But give me a few seconds in the meantime. Yeah, let you just listen to a song then maybe in the meantime while I'm trying to get the right stuff together. For example, actually, I recently downloaded a good song because I was like, this is a good one to listen to. Yeah, until I'm back, it will only take a few minutes, so... Okay, let's go with... wait a second. Silver Forest? No, it wasn't this one. Short extra bit. Here we go. Okay, just listen to a song while I'm preparing this stuff. Here in a bit, guys. Oh, there we go. Well, this was just the song for in between because I was just setting up my keyboard as well. Yeah, Yuka, and there's a reason why I didn't ask you because first of all, it is very spontaneous. It just came up just a few minutes ago, and also if I just now start TeamSpeak, this whole setup will be screwed up. Simple reason, yeah, my computer can handle only that much, and already streaming while using this program for composing is a little bit high on the level. But yeah, so everybody who just joined in, thank you very much for joining in today. This is just a spontaneous little composing session that I do because I felt like it. I got a new program a few hours ago and started to compose a little bit on it. So just once more for all the people who haven't heard what I'm working on, here you've got a little bit of a sample. And please remind that I'm a completely newcomer. I got this a few hours ago and just slowly starting to getting into it. I know that I've got to change a few things, but I just wanted to have your opinion also on this whole thing. And yeah, I would like to have you as my guest while I'm working on it. So here is the audio sample, how it sounds like now. Yeah, this is as far as I got right now. And as you can see, there is the main line is made, but there's still a lot to do. Stream open both on Twitch and YouTube while I have two editing programs opened while I'm doing another thing on... My computer's going to explode. Yeah, Kokasa, it isn't really the best thing to say. PC need a rest. Sounds fun. Yeah, it is. Yeah, so this is basically what I got so far. The idea is to make something of a mixture of a few songs that are around the whole, the whole Hakurei shrine, and people who are usually connected directly with Reimu, but actually only a close group. So I mean, the other things, other people would be like Yukari, whose theme I would add in. Maybe I will mix in a little bit of Chant's theme, just to get it a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more childish or a little bit enjoyable. Then I will end in Suika with Broken Moon and also Kids Festival. You know, then it's really like... Wait a second. Like this, something in between also in the end. Yeah, it's like a medley. I just want to give it a little bit of a beat up. Actually, on the beat level, on the beat frequency, or rather, in the rhythm of Bad Apple. So this is something, you know, if you listen to the start, it starts up a little bit like Bad Apple, and the idea was just to trip it a little bit over, and then add in a few bits of melodies here, bits of melodies there, and so on. Actually, yeah, I was thinking about Marisa, but the thing with Marisa is that her theme is a little bit difficult to get in. It's like, wait a second. And then you've got all the other themes like, I don't know. Actually, I really don't know where actually I should start Necrophantasia. Funny. Oh, okay, I got to figure it out later on. But yeah, maybe a bit too frantic. Maybe it's a good way to say. And I got excited because of Zun's theme. Well, yeah. So Kids Festival will be added in. Actually, this is at some point in the middle, I guess. But also, of course, a little bit of Suika. Or something like this in between. So let's get it a little bit in this smooth move. And actually, I will just fade it out with the classical. Or something like this. It's just like a little bit of a, melody fantasia. Let's just get this whole thing a little bit drifting out. Just to, yeah, I'm just trying to get to know to this program, And this is as far as I got, and I've got only 3 channels working right now. The one is the beat and bass line, the other one is the piano line, the third one is the bass, the guitar bass line, and what I did here is, for example, if you listen only to the guitar bass line, it's quite simple. It's like this. And then in comparison, for example, the beat line is made of with a bass drum, with a hi-hat, with a crash and a synthem. The synthem actually is a funny thing because I was looking for something to get it a little bit more, how should I say, electro beatish, a little bit Euro beatish, just to add in a little bit of a something. And this whole thing sounds like this then, only this 4 parts together. And then you've got also the piano, which is, well, I would say the most simple one here. But let's check out if I can just switch these 2 off. No, this one on, this one off. Oh, well, there we go. And let's... because the piano line itself, hold on, sounds like this. It's very simple, It's nothing special. This is the action, and these are the basic 4 things that I can compose so far in a few hours. And what I add, or how I want to continue now is actually to go on with the Maiden's Capriccio with how was it? Like this, but I don't know how to and change it because then the beat has to change a little bit. Otherwise, it would be just too flat out simple. And this is now the point where I'm working on. And so the next point would be to get it on from F here. Yeah, actually here. The funny thing is that actually the synthesizer, or rather the composer sounds are not computing with the sound level of the Yamaha. I've got the feeling that the composer has got a few issues here and there because it's not completely on tone, but that's what you get for a freeware program. And I've got to say, for a freeware program, it's very well done. And I'm very surprised how easy it is to use because I tried once another program and I wasn't even able to start with the sounds because I didn't know how to get into it. And this is where this whole thing gets into, or rather where we are starting. So it's so now you can hear this is actually how I first set up all the notes before I getting them into length and so on. Now we can take this. Oh man, this was another one. Okay. And then expand this a little bit. Then give it a little break. And then again back. Yeah. So the next one is another F, but this time it's the high one. And Eternal Shrine Maiden. Oh. Would be an option. The thing is, actually, I'm not very common with this with that song. So I'm trying to use that one that I really know best and try to use the material I've got, the sources I got, because this is simply just a little bit of a composing session to get everything a little bit into my tune, and try to get it a little bit fancy, smancy, if you like to call it like this. So. Okay, then it has to have a little bit longer, maybe this long again. So this one can be extended a little bit again. Ouch. Okay, there's also the break is a little bit too short. Okay, then give it a little bit more. This could be a little bit longer. The problem is, I guess I used the wrong piano recording for that because the length of the sounds is a little bit short. But on the other hand, then it fits in very well with the beats and the rhythm. So I have to eat and take a bath. Okay, paru here in a bit. Okay, now comes the little bit difficult part. Okay, let's get it somehow. Eating is overrated, but I think I made something. See the Discord chat. Morning, everyone. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Kalimor. Yeah, nice to have you with me. And yeah, what I'm doing right now is not really an actual stream. It's just like a spontaneous composing a little bit for around and having my community with me. Just because, why not? Let's check out if I can get it a little bit shorter and compose a little bit properly. Let's see. Okay, this must be, and this has to be, oh damn, a little bit shorter. Actually, a lot shorter. Okay, it sounds already a bit better. Yeah, so feel free to give your opinion about it, and if you pick out some errors or things that you think that doesn't fit in. So it's again. So this one has to be as long as this one, so length extend for 2 chords. This one has to move over here, expand, damn it. Got to overthink if I would rather use a few quick codes. Oh, I screwed up where this one is. Let's try. Okay, so this one can go a little bit shorter. And then this one can stay there. Let's see. And this one is a little bit shorter. And let's get it onto it. Then it's not very oh, I've been thinking for Flame Fox, Happy New Year, yeah. Brian Y. The volumes, yeah. The music notes volume, your voice occasion, ear rape for if not paying attention. Needs more guitars. No, seriously, sounds good so far. I've been thinking for a while now as to which Marisa theme could fit the well, and I think Oriental Dark Flight would fit pretty nicely. Yeah, actually, it would be an option, surely. But the thing is that what I was imagining or creating in my head was like this whole thing of Reimu being friends with the yokai. So with the Oni like Suika and Yukari passing by, like in her very young ages when she wasn't when she didn't know about Marisa and so on, who she met actually. At least if you take out the idea of Osana Reimu quite a bit later, and that's the reason why. And what I wanted to create actually was like the maiden, the yokai, the mastermind behind it, and also how can I say, the spiritual sidekick, you would rather say, because Suika, actually, I think she didn't get enough attention, and this is the reason why, for example, I really like the Summer Daydream episodes, because they are fitting in quite good for it. Mima and Marisa would be a good one for a combination there, but it isn't fitting here. I've got the feeling, at least. The gods loved a great theme mixed together. The basic note. Yeah. So what we... And then we need some... I will just check if this whole thing actually... First of all, I got to go for the chords there. So, okay, that means it's a classical one. So, actually, this is the reason why I usually play very easy piano, because I first of all I never proceeded enough in my piano to get quite as good as I should. So this one goes like this, and the other one chases off like this. Then behind it, here, yeah, here and there, that would go until here, and then comes the last part, which is here and there. Okay, then I can take the choose this one to be longer and extend to the end. So it would like... And actually, I think I screwed over at some point with a note. I don't know where. Oh, this one. Because this one is a bit too deep. Now we got it set up properly. And then what we got here. Suika is fitting for the ending. Yeah, actually, this is the reason why I think. Did you touch Akio Untouched score for inspiration? Actually, no, because the funny thing is, when I started with the whole thing, I was first of all thinking about something active and moving for I don't know, something new. Actually, I was planning on doing something for my song project, or rather for my book, but it ended up to be yeah, a little bit different. Now let's check it out. Okay. So let's get the whole bass thing here. And then I would just check if the if the same beat setup will work for it. Okay, there we go. And then let's skip over to about here so we can have a something is wrong here. Ah, I see. This is the reason why. Okay, okay. Now got the problem. Or is it? Actually, I've got to check out first. Especially because... let's check it out here. Yeah, it's actually way too short. At least this part, so... let's move it about one chord. And then erase this one and move the lower part of it also for one beat. So, okay, how would that sound with this one together? Okay, there is also the break beat afterwards. This one is also a little bit too short, so let's move this one this far and also extend it a little bit, as well as the lower parts to get along with it. And now let's listen once again. Oh, that I'm chosen the wrong. Okay. Slowly getting into form, but then I've got to. Let's. I will just start from the start of the, or rather, yeah, let's do it from here. I see what the problem is. Because now the beat is completely messed up in comparison, because there's first of all a big time lag in between. So I've got to think about something to cope with it. So the main thing is it ends here. And then there is a 3-beat stop, which outbalances the whole thing. So what I can do right now is choose the whole shit here and start this whole thing a bit earlier. Of course, then I've got to check if everything else is fitting in firmly then, but let's hear it. No. So, actually I've got just to modify this one. Because it's there and then here. then it means so here it should start with this one, and it should go like here. Then getting over to the other part, I've got to erase this one and then extend this whole matter a little bit over here. So okay, let's check out if this one works out properly. No. Okay, so okay, that means this one first of all over here. Then the whole stuff on the next chord over here. This should make it sound a little bit more smoother. Let's check out. No. It's actually a problem with the beat. The rhythm is completely messed up. So, got to check out what the problem is with the rhythm. And actually, there's still a handful of people watching. This is great. Thank you very much for everyone who's watching. Yeah, I'm very sorry because I haven't got... Kanzuki! Long time no see, how you doing? Yeah, because, as I said, I'm just a newcomer and I've got to learn first how to use this thing because I'm certainly not a professional. Maybe if I extend this one first. Then it should be able to start here and then with... Okay, let's check if it works out properly. Because maybe this was the... No. The problem is these two notes. Let's listen to it once. From here, let's listen from here on. It's a little bit difficult, you know, the transition is too sudden. Yeah, that's the problem, and I don't know how to get around it. You get used to it after a while. How about adding some mellow time between the transition? This would be an option, yeah. Actually, like in Nico Miko Reimu. So there's a little bit of an in-between. This is a good idea. Thank you. This is a good idea. So this stream, though. I've been hibernating whilst I moved to university. I see. Oh, great. You saw the stream yesterday. That's great to hear. Really glad you did. How about adding some... Yeah, it's about the transition. I've got to think about something then there. So that means until this one joins in... how should I do it? Maybe like this. And then, because right now, what I got so far, the thing is, I think I can do something with the bass line, but actually, I think I should try to add in another piano one, because maybe this will change a little bit. Yeah. Just let's add in this piano chord and copy all the stuff I've got for how can I do it? Ah, there we go. So let's copy the whole line I've got for the other piano line and try to convert it to first of all there, and then right click, I guess. Yeah, copy, and then oh yeah, got to go to compose, then here, and then paste. Oh no. Of course it doesn't work out. God damn it. First of all, then delete this one. Copy, paste. Copy, paste. Copy, paste. Copy, paste. Copy, paste. Copy and paste, and copy and paste. So let's check out if I use the other piano, how it sounds like, because maybe this will be a little bit different. Here we go. I think I like the latter one a little bit better because it has got a bit more length. Once food, maybe later. Okay, see you later, Cully. And so yes, do that. And the bass line sounds like Log's title screen. Headphone users. Yeah, sorry for the sound quality. The main problem is that I've got to check and get it a little bit in balance. The program itself is quite noisy, and this is the reason why. I will change a little bit in the setups. Maybe this will help, but okay, time to also copy this one and then listen to it when I've got it here. And then let's skip over here and then also mute this one. Okay, let's get it from somewhere where we've got a need something like an intermezzo in between, otherwise it doesn't work out properly. Does it? Yeah, I need something in between, and then I can play with this one. Maybe I should do about eight chords or something like this for something else. So let's think about something that could fit in there. Maybe just another. No. Nah, bass. I've got a violin. This is a bit too hard, yeah. Let's go. We've got about. We come out of. Then. Well, let's check out. I somewhere got guitar. It's okay. 039. Then let's. Then. Maybe something like this. Yeah, something like this, I guess. But then, no. Yeah, something like this. I've got to slower down than the pace. Then something like this would be great. But then, how should it sound like? So it's with a pre-sound, and then it's getting in. Okay, so do. Yeah, so very simple. So let's see. So I need two, okay. And then a little bit shorter. So we aren't overdoing this. Yeah. And this one is then connected again. Only two between. Chord length. Let's compare it and do it like this. is the best one to get. Actually, are these... no. And then here, let's listen to it. Nee, let it. So there we go. It is absolutely terrible what I'm doing right now here, but actually I'm kinda only lonely right now here, and I wanted some company. And so I thought I will waste your important, or rather, yeah, precious time to waste while I'm doing some, yeah, amateur stuff. That's how it sounds like. Okay, this one has to be longer, and the last one as well. So it's like... Okay, then we do the same thing. Let's see if it works out properly. Yeah, this sounds a little bit more fancy. Though it's quite a, how should I say, dumb move. So, well, if you have any kind of suggestions, feel free to tell me so, because right now I'm trying to get it somehow in between. it's a bit better maybe if I just add this little... Okay, that means... First of all, where the fuck is this one? Ah, this is one problem. I got the wrong chord. Surprise, surprise. This is the reason why everything doesn't fit in properly. Now, let's... What happens when I put them all together? So it's... God damn it. So this one over here, this one is out. Actually, I want to see if that if it really fits with the beat, because I've got the bad feeling that it doesn't. Let's hear. Is he over here? Yeah, it doesn't. So. Now it all makes sense why the whole thing is also way too short. So it wasn't even close to the beat setup. check it out once again. No. So has to be longer. This one has to extend. Then lower. Maybe this turns out better. So once again. Damn it, that isn't what I wanted. And then this one shorter. This one down here. Let's check. Yeah, this is better. Then again, take the full length of 2 breaks, and then there again 4, 2 breaks, then 3, 1, no 2. And then all of these ones over here. And then let's erase the other 2, so I need okay, so this one has all to move for another code at least. One move, then erase, then these, and then again these shall move for at least another 1, and then this should be erased, and then the last part as well being moved forward. Okay, it must this is just my opinion, but I think the guitar gonna find hard time to fit in. Yeah, actually it is a little bit difficult, you know, it's just for the transition, as I would do it maybe a few chords lower, so it sounds a little bit more, yeah, deeper and relaxed. It's just now for the beat and the rhythm to get them somehow aligned to each other. Otherwise, I would just have a very hard time to deal with this whole crap later on. So, extend this one so far, and then these shall these shall move chord, and then let's check out. This sounds better. No, no, no. That's not what I wanted. Damn it. And then this one and then the last pause a little bit longer. Okay, maybe this one will fit in. Yeah, finally. It really took me a while. Now, let's get this whole thing a little bit lowered. And then this one should be a little bit short. Okay, no, it's now going in proportion. That's not what I wanted. So here we go. And then here. Now let's erase this one and get it into the whole sample, and then just listen to it from here. Okay, there's still something not correct with the whole guitar part. I guess, yeah, I can already see what the problem is. Actually, it's a chord too far away from the start, so, okay, oh no, gosh. So here we go. And then, no, that's not what I wanted. Let's extend this one a bit. And then let's listen to it once again. Now it should fit in a bit better. Yeah. And then I would just go for copy and paste, and then I will erase the letter part completely, and then go for yeah, and then let the okay, this should work. So and then let the piano play in it a bit earlier, actually in this one, and go from actually, where is the rest? So I have okay, so this is actually the right chord already. So I've got only to add in these two, and okay, these are two. Actually, that means too long, and the other is also too long. And then it skips over to this part, and then it should work out properly. The thing is that I've got to move this whole crap now a little bit furthermore to the front. Over there. Okay, and then let's praise to God or whatever there is that everything is working properly right now. I'm very afraid of hearing it now, but okay. And something's broke there. Okay, everything's okay. Then let's just extend the beat line, and let's listen once again from here. Man, finally! Finally! Whew. And you see, this was only another 4 chords. And actually, it really took me a while to get into it. Actually, about an hour. You see, this is absolutely the devastating nightmare behind it, or the reality behind it, I could say. The cruel reality behind making this kind of things. I seriously don't know how to deal with it. So... and then it should start over here again with the next chords for the next part, so it goes like... oh, wrong button. Shorter, way shorter. And then... oh, okay. So it is actually this whole thing over here, just copied, and then over here. No, this is not the one. No, I would just go out and make another part. This is a bit easy, I've got the feeling at least. But actually... no, actually I can. Just got to summon up this whole stuff then. No. It's okay, it's just like this. Continues then. I think it's time to save. Yeah, it's about time to save first now. And yeah, actually I would like to ask you, want to still listen with it, or actually I'm thinking about stopping the stream for now, because I've already done about an hour. It was just a, you know, spontaneous thing, and I would continue working on it a little bit further, and then would change a little bit to the mood or the topic of it. It was just for a spontaneous one, so you know what I'm doing right now. And also just as a greeting for Happy New Year's for everyone. So I would say, actually, I would do a hold right here and finish the streaming for today. Thank you very much for joining in today. And yeah, if you like, just go for it. And also, be sure to check in next week as well, as we have another guest on Saturday. I've already prepared everything, and you will love him. He is a very nice guy. I had a short conversation, my goodness, with him yesterday night, or rather today in the morning. And yeah, so that would basically be it. Thanks once again for everybody for joining in. Have a nice day. And you can, yeah, maybe I will join in the Discord in a few minutes once again. So, yeah, this was just a short thing in between. And here and see you in a bit. Bye then.